I will be presenting my findings and discussion on the topic of the effect of Malaysia's new policy on banning plastic waste import. In this chapter, the interview data were gathered and analyzed. The respondents of this interview were students from the Program of Development, Planning and Management and the Politics and Government of Faculty of Social Science in UNIMAS. Then the gathered data were familiarized to form a pattern that will develop into teams. So three teams has emerged based on the data analysis, which is positive and negative perceptions, affect other country and stop many plastic waste related issue. Under this team, there are several sub-teams. First, under the positive and negative perception, the deducing from the interviews that conducted with the respondent, most of the respondents think the effect of this policy is very good for Malaysia government to improve their role. This policy have open eye for the Malaysia government to find a solution to solve the dumping of imported plastic waste issue instead of continue banning plastic waste import. In one of the interview session, a respondent said, I think this policy can give our government chance to improve our waste management industry. Then I think we can lift the ban since we'll be more prepared to receive imported plastic waste. Another respondent statement supported that I think that this policy give our government more time to come up with effective strategies and more efficient strategies to solve the plastic waste import issue. Based on all the interview, the respondent was asked, does the China national soil policy on banning plastic waste import influence Malaysia government to implement the same policy? One of the respondents said that I'm not sure, but maybe yes, due to the success after China implement their national policy could be the reason why Malaysia government implement similar policy. And maybe Malaysia as a dependent country will follow policy from advanced country to solve the issues of plastic waste import since this is easier compared to finding the solution by their own. And most of the respondents agree that this policy is good for the environment since less plastic waste will be imported. One of the STEM respondents said that pollution like smell pollution, ocean pollution by the illegal plastic waste activity can be solved with this policy. Even though many respondents have good impression on this policy, there are few respondents that have negative perception on this policy. From their perspective, this policy could bring negative effect for the country, for example, economy loss on the local manufacturer. During the interview, one of the respondents said, in my opinion, local manufacturer that depend on plastic waste import could struggle to get cheaper material as they eventually forced to stop or reduce their scale of operation. From what I know that local plastic manufacturer prefer buying imported plastic waste to be recycled as it was more cheaper compared to the domestic plastic waste. In another interview session, the respondent said, I feel that this policy will cause the investor to lose interest in investing on our local manufacturer since the ban means the manufacturer have to process less plastic material, which means the investor profit will become smaller. Based on the interview, some of the respondents also agree that local plastic manufacturers and workers are the most affected by the negative side of this policy. The local plastic manufacturer could reduce their labor force to save costs. When I asked about the negative impact of the policy on local companies or facilities that will affect the worker, one of the respondents stated that I feel bad for the worker as we know many companies or industry will fire their worker when they're facing problem like lack of revenue or they have very small profits. In another sub-team, some of the respondents expressed their dissatisfaction why the past government didn't implement this policy sooner. The respondents think that our government always taking action very slow and only act after the problem wasn't. One of the respondents talked lack of concern by the past government could be the factor why this policy was late implemented, since they are too busy with the politics instead of doing their job. Even though the government changing, we still could see the similarity with this slow action and ineffective method in handling problem, which can lead us to the current COVID-19 situation as an example. Another respondent stated that, in my opinion, due to the selfishness of the government on the economic benefit of plastic waste trade, this could be the one of the factor why the past government didn't implement this policy sooner. Additionally, some of the respondents argue that maybe the past government didn't consider to implement the policy because their diplomatic relation with the exporter country. One of the respondents said that, I think, based on the past government perspective, if they're doing restriction on the plastic waste import, it will affect the future cooperation between Malaysia and the other country. And another respondent also stated that, I think our government to focus on maintaining good relationship with the exporter country, which caused them to ignore our country environmental safety due to the plastic waste import, and I think it's not worth it. The next theme is this policy could affect other country. Many of the respondents think this policy could affect nearby country as it can influence the other government to restructure their national policies on plastic waste import and raise awareness on the harm of surplus plastic waste import among these countries and its negative impact on the environment. As one of the respondents stated that the success of Malaysia coping with surplus amount of plastic waste using this policy could influence nearby country like Thailand and Indonesia, since both countries also experiencing rise on the amount of plastic waste import after the ban by China. The success of Malaysia government can create a signal for nearby country to be aware of the importance to stop importing plastic waste from the developed country. Some of the respondents also think this policy not only affect nearby country, but it also can affect the exporter countries. They think that the introduction of this ban policy can force the developed country to deal with the plastic waste issue by themselves instead of exporting it. Some of the respondents speak about after the ban by Malaysia, the developed countries should take responsibility on the global plastic waste issue because they created the issue. As quoted by one of the respondents, I think this policy not only affect our neighboring countries but also the exporter of this plastic waste. When more countries banning the import of plastic waste, the exporter country forced to stop exporting plastic waste and they need to process this waste inside their country where it's actually their own responsibility. And after this policy introduced, the country that heavily depend on exporting plastic waste should analyze and reflect why China and Malaysia started to implement similar policy. The last theme is stop many plastic waste related issues. This policy can help to reduce the amount of plastic waste import into Malaysia. Many of respondents agree that this policy, after implemented, able to solve the environmental issue that created by surplus amount of plastic waste import in Malaysia, like smell pollution or ocean pollution. This was due to amount of plastic waste import to Malaysia was decreased after this policy was implemented. As one of the respondents quote that, yes, this policy can overcome the environmental issue that happened due to uncontrolled amount of imported plastic waste entering Malaysia. Using this policy, our country can stop the surplus amount of imported plastic waste and the process of manufacturing of the current plastic waste can be completed smoothly. Another respondent believes that with less plastic waste imported into our country, we can achieve one of the sustainable development goal, which is responsible consumption and production. This goal requires us to manage our natural resources efficiently, where the pollution of the plastic waste will be affecting this efficiency. The next sub-theme is stricter act on illegal plastic waste import activities. Many of the respondents think that this policy will make the government authorities to have a stricter act on the illegal plastic waste activity. With this policy, the respondent believed that illegal plastic waste syndicate could be stopped, as one of the respondents stated that with this policy, illegal plastic waste facilities are forced to close as they have no other alternative to gain imported illegal plastic waste. Also, one of the respondents said that whenever I read the news, I noticed that Malaysia authorities frequently return the illegal plastic waste shipping container containing plastic waste back to where they come from since this policy was implemented. As the interview continued, some of the respondents think that this policy could not solve the global plastic waste threat issue as the threat cycle still happen. As stated by one of the respondents, I don't think this policy can solve the global plastic waste issue if the country that export the plastic waste didn't stop exporting plastic waste or didn't find a effective solution. They probably will find another less developed country to export their plastic waste. Therefore, this cycle will keep on going. In the end, only the receiving country will feel the harm. A few of them feel this policy can stop environmental issue in Malaysia, but wasn't the global plastic problem. One of the respondents said that of course this policy can reduce the amount of imported plastic waste in Malaysia, which is good for environment, but other developed countries will become the new dumping site for the exporter. So I'll be talking about the discussion. The finding of this study given insight into various effects of Malaysian new policy on banning plastic waste import and compare it to the past literature review. There are some similarities between the findings and past literature review. In the findings, this policy raised nearby country awareness on the harm of surplus amount of plastic waste import on the environment. As one of the respondents stated that the success of Malaysia government can create a signal for nearby country to be aware of the importance to stop importing plastic waste. This finding almost similar to the past review as the United Nations stated that China policy should act as a trigger point for the exporting countries to improve their sustainable plastic waste management operation and enhance the recycling rate. The difference is that my finding creates signal for nearby country while China policy sends signal to the exporter country to stop the plastic waste threat. There also similarities between the sub-theme of late implementation by Malaysian government with the past review. As in the findings, the government didn't act until the surplus amount of plastic waste import in Malaysia worsened. Based on the past review, Yuyun Ismawati stated that the Indonesia government didn't act immediately after there is a rise of amount of plastic waste import like paper and plastic after the restriction by China national sport policies. Another similarities with past review could be seen on the sub-theme of economic loss. The findings indicate that this policy could bring negative impact on the Malaysia economy, especially the local manufacturer as their supply source were restricted by the ban. This was supported by the study by So Sasaki that indicate Thailand's decision of banning plastic waste import. Import causes a loss for the business opportunity for the companies with legal import permits, and the problem faced by the company was lack of supply. There are also similarity between this policy effectiveness with past review. Based on the findings, the effectiveness of this policy is limited in Malaysia as the plastic waste still happen globally. This claim could be backed up by the findings by Jandel that discovered that stable and effective bans are not displayed in many states, and plastic waste threat still cannot be overcome since illegal trade also expanded at a fast rate But from my findings, in Malaysia, this policy successfully reduced the illegal plastic waste activities and import in Malaysia. There is one difference of this research findings with the past literature review, which was the scope of the policy influence to other country. In Malaysia, there is one small difference of this research finding with past literature review, which was on the scope of this policy influence to other country compared to China national sword policies. So Sasaki written in his article of Journal of Material Cycles and Waste Management claimed that China's decision to ban plastic waste import have driven new import restrictions in some countries like Thailand, India, and Malaysia. But my research finding, in my research finding, the respondent stated that this policy can only influence nearby countries like Indonesia and Thailand. Next, I will talk about the research question in this research. The third theme, which is stop many plastic waste issue, have answered all the three research questions of this research. In this theme, all the respondents think that this policy are more effective on national level compared to international level, as this policy affect global plastic waste in a negative way. This finding also able to answer the research question on how effective is Malaysia's new policy on banning plastic waste import. Based on the theme, the finding indicate that Malaysia government and authorities have stricter act on the illegal plastic waste activities after implementing this policy, which answer the third research question. Next, this policy also important for the sustainable development of Malaysia, as Malaysia could achieve one of the 17 sustainable development goals. The reason that this policy is important for sustainable development was Malaysia could achieve one of the sustainable development goal based on the findings to answer the research question on why this policy is important for Malaysia's sustainable development. In conclusion, in this chapter, I present all the findings and discuss this research based on data that have been analyzed. The discussion section aims to compare the findings and past research review to answer the research question. Next, the research objective and problem statement, which is very important for the next chapter, that includes summary, implications, and suggestions for future research, will be based on the findings and discussion in this chapter. Thank you.